Hello everyone, welcome to another hopefully useful and insightful Teen Church message. My name is David. It is almost 7:30 o'clock on a Tuesday evening, and I'm I'm telling you, it is a glorious sunset that is happening right now. I'm actually right now, as I'm speaking, doing a time lapse, which I will include as well. So this week I was scrolling through some old Facebook pictures of my past life, and I found this picture right over here that is a picture of me when I was 18 years old. In fact, it was taken a few months after my 18th birthday. And I was thinking, wow, how much I've changed as a person. And I had this thought, like, what advice would I give to myself, like now? As a 29-year-old, what advice would I give to myself, 18-year-old David, right then in that moment? What would I tell that guy? And I thought about it quite a bit, and there was obviously a lot of things that I could say. But one thing, I kind of concluded with one thought, and that was this. If I could tell myself one thing, it would be this: care less about what other people think. So I guess, we just end there. Nope, wait, hold on, we can't end there. That's a little bit premature. I think I need to elaborate a little bit. So yeah, that guy, if I could give some advice to him, it would be care less what other people think. And the reason for that is because I am a huge people pleaser. I have always been someone that just kind of goes along with the crowd and doesn't want to like rock the boat too much, even though I can be a little bit provocative at times. But I really am ultimately a people pleaser, and a lot of people are like this. I think when you're a teenager in particular, it's very difficult to get away from wanting to just go along with the crowd and just be popular with your friends and to connect with people. And as a result, oftentimes what happens is we find our value in other people's opinions of us. And we strive for them to like us and for us to, really have a good social standing, and for our friends to think, wow, that person's so cool, and to be respected. And I was no different. I was exactly the same when I was growing up. And one thing that I've learned throughout my 20s is, as I've gotten older, is that this desire to be accepted is actually misplaced. And the reason why is this: people will always let you down. Now you might be thinking, wow, that's a bit that's a bit of a downer, whatever. Well, it's true, unfortunately. It's devastatingly true. People will always disappoint you. And the worst part is that you yourself will disappoint someone else too. We find not only, do people that we not like disappoint us, is that people that we really care about, like our family and close friends, they let us down. And it's not because we're terrible or evil. It's just because, humans are sinful and we make mistakes. But one thing that I have learned over the course of my life so far is that although people let you down, God does not let you down. God will never let you down. It may seem so. There might be times in your life where circumstances seem to conspire against you, but that does not mean that God has left you or let you down. And I want to tie it into a verse which I think is really appropriate in the book of Matthew, when Jesus is asked, what the heck is the meaning of life, essentially. Okay, I'm paraphrasing. That would be pretty cool if it was in the Bible. But Jesus is asked, come on, give me the good stuff. What do I need to do to be able to get a handle on life? And Jesus condenses all of the commandments into these two commandments. He says, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul and your mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. Those are the two greatest commands. And the first one is love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and all your mind. And then the second one is love your neighbor as yourself. And I often found with myself is that we get that order confused. And we love people first, and then we love God. If there's kind of time, we'll fit him in. And it's crazy because, as I mentioned before, is people disappoint us, and God doesn't. And in the society we live in, everyone kind of focuses on taking control of their own life and their own destiny, and trusting other people to help them find their way and forge their way forward. And then often what happens is when things don't go right, they doubt God. They doubt him. Like he is kind of responsible for all of their misfortune. Instead of getting it the other way and putting all of our hope and our focus on the Lord and being less trustworthy of people. I'm not saying you shouldn't trust people. By all means, do that. But if all of your hope and your entire life is resting on someone else, man, you have made a mistake. And it might be harsh to say this, even, if you're resting your entire trust in your spouse or your family, and, there is no room for God in your life, that is a misguided way of living. You will find yourself disappointed in life for a number of reasons. Maybe it's not someone else letting you down. Maybe it's just life is confusing and it's tough. I want to encourage you to put your faith in the Lord first. Trust him first. There's that other famous verse in the book of Proverbs. Trust in the Lord your God with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he will make your paths straight. And this really, I think, summarizes today's message that I'd like to leave with you, is that God, is not going to leave or forsake you. I'm here on my own in this car. In fact, there is no one around actually there's a car down there, so there are some people around, but I'm alone in this car. And even though I'm on my own, God is still with me. And no matter what happens in your life, parents, they get old and they pass away. Friends sometimes move and they leave to go overseas. But one thing is a certainty, and one thing will remain, is that God is with you and he's not going to leave or forsake you. So I want to encourage you guys to think about that and meditate on that truth. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. Here's the actual end.